Hello, welcome to episode 3 of my bikini comp prep vlog, and I have more updates with something exciting going on so far, I feel. And it's getting a little bit chilly here in Australia at this time of year, early May, hence the jumper inside. Despite the fact that I do have the heater on, but then I also feel the cold really easily. So, big news in terms of comp prep, and that is that I have decided to change coaches, and I feel like I have actually developed quite a bit in terms of my lower body with the workout splits from my, I suppose, still current coach over the last couple of months. But I really felt like there was a lack of focus on upper body, specifically shoulders, which I know from just looking at myself that I need to work on developing. And so, yeah, I feel like it's time to move on and find a new coach I can learn different things from and just continue working on my physique. Now, if you watch the other 2 episodes, you'll realize that the timing of this change of coaches comes right before my planned show. So that comp is actually only 2 weeks away. And so I've decided not to do the comp. I'm just not feeling like I'm ready again, partly based on the fact that my upper body is just not where I want it to be this close to a comp. And so I'm actually going to commence a new prep, which will be about 4 to 5 months in length for season B, 2022 shows. So that's the plan so far. I'm still wrapping up with the previous coach, so I've got another week or so with her, and then a consult with my new coach at the end of next week, and fingers crossed he'll have my plan ready to go early week after next. So that's the plan at this point. And I guess I just got to the point where I felt I'd learned everything I had to learn from that coach that I had, and it was time to move on. I also felt like the plans she had were a little bit maybe old school. The meal plan, for example, was very restrictive, even a long way out from a comp. So I was really given like a list of foods I could eat. So a list of protein sources, a list of approved fat sources, and a list of approved vegetables. And those lists were very limited. And so I found that plan very hard to stick to. It took me weeks to actually, I suppose, find the discipline to stick to what was on those lists, because it was so restrictive, and every time I'd eat something that wasn't on a list, I'd feel like I'd messed up my week. So I think the new coach will be good. It sounds like he's a lot more flexible in terms of meal planning, at least, a few months out from comp. So we'll see how that goes. Looking forward to, having a bit more variety in terms of what I can eat. A little bit tired of the chicken breast and zucchini combo that I've been relying on for quite some time. Okay. So, having said that, I don't have as many updates as I was expecting to. Seeing as my show is now between 4 and 5 months out, I am planning on doing at least 2 shows in season B. So for one, that's the INBA New South Wales Championships. They actually haven't confirmed a firm date for that yet. So at the moment, their website just says September, October 2022. So looking forward to having a date locked in for that. But the other show I'm interested in doing is the INBA Defence and Emergency Services comp. However, that is up in Brisbane, so it will require a bit more coordination to actually get there, and added expense on top of the actual comp itself in terms of flights and accommodation for 1 or 2 nights, potentially a hire car, I'm not too sure. So I am really keen to do that show. It's something I wanted to do for a few years now, and if not now, then when? But I am prepared for the fact that it is going to be quite costly and probably more stressful as well, doing a show interstate rather than in my hometown. So yeah, I'll definitely keep you all updated on my decision with that, but at this point I'm keen to shoot for that show. Okay, so I would like to start doing some activewear reviews on this channel as well. In case you haven't noticed from my last few videos, I pretty much live in activewear. It's very rare for me to actually dress up or wear normal clothes. within reason, I will go everywhere wearing my gym gear. It's just so comfy, and because I've also been doing so much exercise, yeah, it's just easier for me to wear activewear. And so I want nice activewear, and I want durable activewear, and I want fashionable activewear. And so I've got a lot. I'm always buying new things. So I thought, you know, why not share some of my experiences? And I decided to take the plunge and try a new brand. Last week, I placed an order with Butter. So I believe they're an Australian company based out of Melbourne. They are quite new. Not really sure exactly when they were founded, but it looks like maybe they're even only a couple of months old. And their stuff just looks really nice. And you know, so insert some examples here. So it looks quite fashion forward, comfortable, and they're really emphasizing the softness of the activewear. And I was like, wow, that sounds amazing. You know, this stuff looks really fashion forward, and it's supposed to be super comfortable as well. So I was really excited to give them a try. And so I placed an order last week. I can't remember the item names off the top of my head, but I will insert those here, and the price points as well. So they were quite expensive. I'd say this activewear is at the same price point as Lululemon. So Lululemon's my go-to activewear brand. Like I feel like they're my old faithful. My items from Lululemon tend to last forever, and they are so comfortable. And so I thought, right, I'll give these guys a try because they've got some different styles, different fabrics, and they're Australian, so that's even better. And so here's a clip of me trying on the two items that I bought. So the pair of shorts there with a cross front, which you can't actually really see in that video, and also this tuxedo jacket, which I felt like was a bit of an odd name for a style that's essentially activewear, but sure. And yeah, I was really drawn to this particular ad. Again, I'll insert a clip there, and you can see that jacket just really makes the model's waist look snatched, and that's definitely what I'm after. I feel like I am quite a slim but curvy person, so I kind of want to make the most of that physique while it lasts. Fingers crossed it lasts. So yeah, I tried on the items, and I was stoked. I was like, oh, the shorts, and this is them here, they're with the cross front, like they're really, really soft material. They're a cute color. You can't really tell here, but it's hard to explain. It's almost like a purpley gray shade. And the shorts are super soft, and the jacket is a different material, but it's still quite soft as well. And I think it does just achieve the sort of desired effect of like really snatching your waist. Not really sure how warm this is going to be come winter, again touching on the fact that I do feel the cold really easily. But you know, we'll see how it goes. Realistically, it doesn't actually get that cold here in Sydney, you know, but I'm that person that as soon as the temperature falls to below 20 degrees Celsius, I pull out all the thick jumpers and tights. So I know I'm not alone there, but I'm a bit sensitive to cold. So happy with the jacket. And when I first looked at the shorts before I tried them on, I was really impressed with the stitching, because I'm very particular with these things. I was like, wow, this looks great. It does look like, you know, this brand is comparable in quality to Lululemon. So perfect. But as soon as I tried on the shorts and looked in the mirror at my glutes, as you do, I noticed something funny with the stitching down the back. And yeah, when I took off the shorts, sure enough, and I'll insert an image here of what it looks like up close, the stitching right down the back of these shorts, you can't really tell here, but it kind of came undone straight away, like it unraveled. So really disappointed in that. So I will be sending Butter an email and requesting a refund for these. So look, whether or not I purchase with them again will depend on how they, you know, process my request for this return, because yeah, I have got some really good photos of that faulty stitching, and I think that definitely constitutes a refund. So we'll see how effectively and efficiently they sort of action my request for a refund, and that will determine whether or not I purchase with them again, because yeah, I'm very disappointed. I really love the style and color and fit of these shorts, but yeah, that stitching issue is just pretty well catastrophic in my eyes. Like they're definitely going straight back, but I am going to keep the jacket. So at least I got something out of that mini haul. Okay, well, I don't have too many updates to add at the moment. I have been really slack with practicing my posing the last, let's say, 2 weeks, once I decided that I was going to aim for a season B show instead of that season A show, which was to occur in less than 2 weeks' time. So yeah, however, I do have a one-on-one with my posing coach coming up the week after next, so I definitely intend to get back into practicing I aim for 15 minutes a day, but maybe we can bring that back to like 15 minutes 3 times a week is probably reasonable this far out from my comp. But yeah, I've definitely been progressing with that. It's looking a lot less awkward. Here's, the latest video of me practicing my posing, because even though I've got a full-length mirror, in fact, I've got a few full-length mirrors in my apartment, I found that the best way to check whether or not your poses are achieving the desired look is to film yourself. So I've got all these videos on my phone taking up storage space, essentially, of me attempting to pose. But, I do go back and delete most of them afterwards, but I also like to keep, let's say one posing practice video a week so that I can track my own progression, because I might not feel that great about my posing at the moment. The main reason for that being myself having actually watched the live streams of the ICN shows and also the WBFF show over the past few weeks, and I just felt really intimidated by the quality of the posing, even in the first timer classes. So I think that was a bit of a wake-up call in terms of, needing to work on my presentation, because from watching that, again, I sort of thought, I feel like I need more time to prepare for a comp. This isn't just a bucket list item for me. I actually want to go in feeling competitive and feeling confident and feeling like at least I'm in with a shot of placing in, let's say, the first timer class and the novice class as well. So that's what I'm aiming for. But I do need to work on my presentation, because every girl that I've watched on stage over the last few weeks just seems so confident in their posing. The transitions are so smooth that I know that I'm just not there yet. Like, I would look out of place if I rocked up to a show in 2 weeks' time. So I bought myself some more time here. Very excited to get started with this new coach and learn some new and different things. And actually the most exciting development I have is that you can sort of see here in the background. That's my little sausage dog there, that's Utsi, is visiting me for the next couple of weeks. So I co-parent her with an ex, and he's actually been based up in Darwin the last few years. And so she flew down here last night, so she's just settling in, still pretty tired. But yeah, I was so excited to see my dog. When they wheeled her out in the crate, I actually started crying. Like, I was that happy. So yeah, Utsi's my little fur baby, to use that term. So yeah, super excited to have her here with me the next couple of weeks, and I'll see if I can get her to pay attention. Utsi! But see, there she is. Hello. Oh, big yawn. All right. Okay. I've introduced Utsi. I think I've touched on all the key points for this update, and further updates to come. I will let you know how the consult goes with my new coach and what I think of the new plan. And yeah, I'm going to be pretty open and honest about the whole process, and I'll also let you know how I go with that butter returns process. Okay.